welcome Imagineer Scott Trowbridge.
We are so excited to be able to build this for you, our biggest Star Wars fans. So excited to share with you today some new things, some things you guys are going to be hearing first. We think that's appropriate because you guys are our biggest Star Wars fans. We want you to hear these things first. Sound good?
Yeah. I'm very excited to announce that Disney and Lucasfilm are teaming up with FIRST as part of the Star Wars Force for Change philanthropic initiative.
Together towards one goal, and that's building a robot, building a good team.
Hey everyone, Josh Gad here at Disneyland in California, home of the future site of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. If you are anything like me, you can't wait for this baby to open. So I'm going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at that too. Follow me. As you can see, security is pretty tight here because they don't want anything getting out.
Oh, excuse me. Other side of the line, please.
This line? Mm-hmm. That seems arbitrary, but okay.
Next.
Hey, still me.
Hi.
Hi.
Identification?
You don't need to see my identification. I had to.
If I had $1 for every time someone did that, I could retire.
I'm sure. I'm Josh Gad from such things as movies.
Yep. Josh
Gad.
Okay, nope, not on my list.
Maybe it's Daisy Ridley's friend.
Daisy Ridley.
Oh, you may also know me from, I'm trying to think, Frozen?
Yes! Hey, you're Olaf!
Guilty as charged.
Wow!
That's
hey,
me.
Everybody loves you!
Now, if I had $1 for every time someone said that to me, I'd be rich. Well, richer. So, let me ask you a question, Calvin.
Yeah.
Does your daughter want an autograph from Olaf?
Oh.
Because we can make that happen.
That would be huge. You can do that?
I do have a working hand, so I'm happy to.
Yeah, all right. Well,
all right?
Thank you.
My pleasure. What's her name? Actually, don't worry, I'm just going to make it generic.
It's Olivia.
I don't need it. Nope. There you go.
Wow.
There you go. This was fun. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
No. So sorry. No. Sorry. Not on my list.
You're very strong for your slight frame.
Is there a problem?
No problem. It's just a little setback. And if there's anything I've learned, it's if at first you don't succeed, build another Death Star. Hey, Scott Trowbridge. Hey, it's your buddy Josh. No, not Grogan. Gad. Listen, I'm just right outside of Galaxy's Edge. You know, I was just here, and I have something for you. No, come on out and see. I'll give it to you in person. Okay, all right, see you in a minute. Scott Trowbridge is coming. Great, here.
Hey, do we have permission to be here?
The short answer is no, but the longer answer is no. You guys should probably hide. No, I'm being serious. Go, get out of here. Scotty T!
Hey, Josh, what's going on?
Hey!
Good to see you, man. It's good to see you.
too.
Oh, sure. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, we got this Star Wars land we're
You're
finishing
building
up.
a Star Wars land here at Disney?
Yeah, I thought you knew that. Is that a camera crew? Are they with you?
Guys, hey, come over, meet Scotty. He wants to meet you. Mike, other guys with Mike, come.
Look, I can't let you into the land, much less with this camera crew.
Oh,
so
I forgot why. I forgot. This is why I called you. I wanted to return this VHS tape to you.
I am pretty sure that I did not lend you my copy of Pretty Woman.
No? Oh, my bad. That must be my mom. Scott, before you jump to any conclusions,
Look, I can't let...
my friends and I just want to walk through the land and take a lot of video.
Yeah, that's 100% the conclusion.
Great minds.
And I don't think we can do that.
What?
Because you want to wait until it's finished,
No,
right?
I don't, because that's why I want to go in now. That's why I said that.
No, I don't.
Whoa! Did you just drop that 5?
Okay, I think this is supposed to be a bribe.
What, you dropped it? Are you accusing me of being a scoundrel in front of all the people watching right now? I mean, do you think I'm like Han Solo? Blink normally if there's a Han Solo animatronic in that place.
Okay, look, we're not going to do this. I'm going to go back in there and finish, and then I'm going to call you...
Billy D. Williams? What? Sorry about this, Scott.
This sector is restricted. Have you been authorized for clearance?
You'll be hearing from Bob Iger.
Keep it moving.
I'll call you, Josh. On the line, please.
And put your hands together for your host, Josh Gad!
Who else else is so excited about having a place, a planet, no less, to live out the adventures we've always imagined? Me too. And I have so many questions, and again, I have not gotten the answers I've wanted, so after my call to Bobby I was able to put a panel together of experts that will give you the answers to all of my questions. Let's put our hands together for our panelists, folks. The Mark Hamill of his generation, Scott Trowbridge. Asa Kalama. Margaret Harrison. Doug Chang. Chris Beatty. And of course, Matt Martin. Oh, look at this panel. This is so exciting.
There's a moment in Solo where they talk about Dakandar. It's brief, but he was introduced there for the first time. But Dakandar, he is this Ithorian figure. Matter of fact, here's the image of him. This is the animatronic figure that's in this space. Incredible detail. I mean, he is everything you would want out of an Ithorian. He's big and he's gritty and he's got an amazing personality. He is not necessarily the nicest guy on this planet. He is the head of the black market. So if you really want that obscure, one-of-a-kind, unique piece of merchandise, this is the guy you got to seek out. You got to go and you got to barter for it. You actually have to work to maybe purchase something from his shop. And he has an amazing collection. No matter, what I love about this project is because we're timeless, it doesn't matter when you come into the franchise or we're a fan of what part of this franchise. If you love the prequels, if you love the original trilogy, the current trilogy, or the standalone films, the Clone Wars, we placed things in Dakandar's shop for all of you. There's so many Easter eggs in this shop. I've lost track of what we've put in this shop.
Yeah, we walked Pablo and Matt into the den and they were like, oh my gosh, that's from Phantom Menace and that's from that. And they were like freaking out and we're like, that's exactly what we want right there.
It's heaven. Like even right now, just looking at the picture, I just want to start examining the things in the background.
It's really, really cool. And so it's exciting because it's, once again, you can purchase even lightsabers in this shop.
We've actually been working with a partner of ours, almost 4.5 years we've been working to bring something new, something exciting to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's going to feel familiar, but very, very authentically Star Wars. And instead of me actually telling you about this,
do we have a video?
You said more pictures.
More pictures.
So I brought more pictures for you.
Show it to us.
So I want to show you this and see if you can figure out, I'm sure you will, what it is we're talking about and what is this new thing that we're bringing into the world of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
What was that? Look, there!
Rex, this was before you were born. Rex was a pilot on Star Tours.
Yeah, he looks
I loved him. I loved Rex as a kid. So how did he get on to Batuu?
So, I mean, despite just graduating high school, I'm a bit of a historian, so I've looked into Rex. No, I'm actually a huge Rex fan, and when I found out when the Imagineers were talking about bringing Rex back for the Cantina, my brain immediately started spinning. I'm like, I need to figure out the story that gets him from Star Tours to here. And I guess I kind of wrote a little bit of fan fiction.
A little bit. It was like 17 pages long or something.
It was really long.
Editing that had to take place.
We call that a book, by the way.
Sorry, guys. But I guess the short story is basically Rex kind of flunked his way out of Star Tours, eventually, through some misadventures, found his way to the Rebellion. In the final battle of the Galactic Civil War, the Battle of Jakku, and a very epic TIE fighter chase, he ends up crash landing on Batuu. There he is rescued by the local droidsmith, Mubo, where he's repaired and made into a DJ for Oga's Cantina.
Okay, all right, so we know he's a DJ, which leads me into my next question. What kind of music can we expect? Are we thinking the stylings of Figure and Dan and the modal notes, or is it...
Well, I mean, everyone loves that classic Cantina sound that we've heard, for 40 years that comes from a Cantina. And Figure and Dan, we wanted to kind of bring that to this Cantina as well, but not that same song that we've heard, right? That, we assume that Figure and Dan, they probably had other hits, right? And so we've got some other music that is in that same style that would be...
I want you to stop talking around my question and play something for this audience.
Oh, you guys want to hear that? Okay, this is another Star Wars celebration first. You guys are the first to hear this. This is another song from Figure and Dan and the Modal Nodes. Let's play
The B-side.
I love that.
Classic Cantina sound.
Do we have anything else? Do we have maybe another sample?
We brought, for you?
For me?
We brought something else.
Yes.
So it's not just that classic Cantina sound that makes up the music of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We've actually expanded the repertoire greatly. We have got so much really fun stuff that we are going to be able to unveil to you when you get there. But as a quick little teaser, I want to play one of Rex's favorites. And this is from an all-droid band. And kind of like Rex, they don't always get it right the whole time. But it's one of Rex's favorites. It's one of my favorites. Let's listen to another track that we might hear in Oga's Cantina.
It's like it's very cool. It's like an
What do you think?
It's amazing.
Okay.
It's like an all-droid version of Hamilton. That's awesome.
I guess they're not going to throw away their bot. I don't know.
Oh wow. All right. We need to speed this one up. I absolutely love Hondo Naka. What was it like to bring such an awesome character that hasn't been in the films yet into this world?
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, go ahead. I had a chance to see Hondo up close, and his transformation and evolution from animated life to real life has been, it's uncanny. I mean, we went down and got all the details right, including getting Jim Cummings to do the voice work. And this sculpt that you're seeing here, it's amazing. It was actually based off of a sketch that Dave Filoni had done a long time ago. He'd always sort of wondered what Hondo might look like when he's older. So working with Dave Filoni and the amazing team led by Neil Scanlon, we were able to bring Hondo from animated form into real life.
All right, I hope you guys have something to show us.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. So what we'd love to roll for you now is actually a clip of the Hondo Onaka, the boss man himself of Onaka Transport Solutions.
Yes. Hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in.
Margaret, who else do we have in this
We've
world?
worked with so many incredible voice-over actors, and one of the ones that we definitely wanted to bring back for DJ Rex is Paul Rubens. So we were super excited to bring him back, and no one was more excited than Paul. He was really great to work with. He really was, and he brought in a lot of inspiration and new lines for us. And let's just say you will be thoroughly entertained in Oga's Cantina.
You know, there's other great people we have in this too, right? Because not every character that we hear is a character that we can see. Sometimes those voices come to us from
maybe the Force.
Yeah.
Stop speaking in riddles. What are you saying to us?
I think we're saying that, the Force is a very mysterious thing, and sometimes maybe Jedis from the past could visit us and be part of your experience.
Specifically?
Maybe a small green Jedi.
Darth Maul?
No. I think
Yoda? Wait a second. Please tell me what I think I want to hear. Who is voicing Yoda for this attraction or this world?
I think the name you're wanting to hear me say is Frank Oz.
Oh!
So one of the key ways that we're going to do this is through an app called the Play Disney Parks app. It's actually available for download now today, but coming soon will be your very own Star Wars data pad. So as guests come and visit us at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, your mobile device gets transformed into this amazing in-story tool. And it's really built around 4 key functions. And these are going to be the way that you can interact with and unlock a whole nother level of storytelling in Batuu and Black Spire Outpost. So first up is our hacking tool for all those slicers out there. This will give you the ability to interact with some of the droids that you see throughout the land, as well as some of the blinky light panels and maybe even some of the ships. We also have an amazing tool that gives you the ability to actually scan some of the propping that you see throughout the land. So we've got these cargo crates everywhere, for example, and you can use your scanning device to look inside those crates and find out what's inside. We also have a translation device. So much of the text and the languages that we'll hear and see in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is not in English, right? So this tool will allow us to understand what that Arabic sign actually says. And lastly, we have a really great tuning tool that allows you to tune into the various satellite dishes and antenna arrays all throughout the land and actually eavesdrop on some of the amazing stories that Margaret and Matt and the whole story team have been developing to give you this whole new layer of storytelling behind Black Spire's Outpost. When the First Order arrived on Batuu, they started installing these surveillance devices and all these blinky light panels that live next to all of the various doorways throughout the land. And obviously the Resistance doesn't love that, right? They don't love that idea. So as visitors to Black Spire Outpost, all of you will have the opportunity to decide who you want to help, right? Which side of this conflict you want to be on. And ultimately this game lasts up until one faction, either Resistance or the First Order, is successful in controlling most of those blips, and then the game begins again. It's just one of the really amazing ways that all of you will have an opportunity, if you want to transcend just being visitors to Black Spire Outpost, but to actually become, develop a persona and become inhabitants of this world. A world where the choices that you make and the ways that you interact will ultimately affect the way that the story unfolds around you.
We are going to take all those stories that you tell us about your relationship with Star Wars, about what Star Wars means to you, and we're going to collect those things, those stories, and we're going to put them in a holocron, very much like the one you see wheeling on stage. In fact, specifically like the one you see on stage. In fact, that one you see on stage. We're going to collect all of your stories, we're going to put them in that holocron, and we're going to make them a part of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Because we can think of no better way to start the next 40 years of Star Wars storytelling than to base it on the love, the passion, the fandom that you all have, and make that the foundation of all the Star Wars stories we tell in the future. And we have so many ideas. We have so many ideas about what can happen at Black Spire Outpost, the stories that you guys are going to participate in, other things that we're going to tell through through publishing games and other filmed media. We have a lot of plans for the kinds of stories that will be launched from this remote outpost on the edge of wild space.